Hi everyone, in today's Instagram Live, what I wanted to talk about was protein. The last few videos we've done have been on protein, the importance of protein and for muscle growth, to sustain muscle, especially as we're getting older. And the biggest mistake most people make is they don't consume enough protein in order to maintain muscle mass or gain muscle mass so that they can burn fat. So in today's video, what I wanted to talk about was whey protein. I get that question often in my practice when I'm working with women, especially in our keto groups. What about whey protein? And is it good for you? Why are people taking it? Well, let's first talk about, what is whey protein? It's very popular in the bodybuilding field. I mean, years ago when I was training really hard and I wanted to get muscle mass and I just wanted to get more, just have more muscle mass and decrease my body fat. I would take a protein drink. Everyone's just like, oh, you're exercising, you're working out, burn fat, then just let's have a protein drink before you work out, after you work out. So it's not always a good thing, okay, for some of us. For guys, it works great. For some women, especially at a particular age, it's detrimental to your health because you're going to slow down with fat loss, metabolism, and so forth. So I'm going to get into that. So it's really the primary protein in dairy. Okay, that's basically what whey protein is, and really it's the byproduct of the cheese making process. However, there's different types of whey protein. You have whey protein isolate. I'm going to show you one of the ones that we used to use a lot. And there's whey protein concentrate. So the reason people take this, especially a lot of the bodybuilders or even girls that are training for fitness competitions, is because it's considered a complete protein because it does have the 9 essential amino acids. Essential meaning that you have to get them from an outside source. The non-essential is something that you can make, that the body can make. But the essential is basically means you have to get it from food. So it's often used, the whey protein is often used because it digests pretty quickly. You don't really feel bloated. And so that's why you see some guys drink it, women drink it 30 minutes before a workout or even 30 minutes after a workout, okay? So that's what whey protein is. So there's two different types of whey protein that you will see a lot in the store. There's whey protein isolate and there's whey protein concentrate. So those are two different proteins. Whey protein isolate is going to be a little bit more expensive, whereas whey protein concentrate is not going to be as expensive. So maybe you're shopping and you're like, okay, well, it says whey protein, so I'm just gonna buy this one. This one's $40, this one's $20. Okay, that's a no-brainer. I'm gonna get the one for $20 because it's whey protein. But what you have to look at is if it's isolate or concentrate, because there is a difference. So the concentrate, the actual protein amount varies anywhere from 25% to up to 85%. However, when you get the isolate, which this is an isolate here, you're actually, and this is from J. Rob's. I used to drink this a lot when I was younger, and I have my son drink that. 90% of it is protein. It's actual protein, and the lactose is removed. So a lot of people are lactose intolerant, so they tend to do well with that, okay? So if you are going to buy, so if you're a guy and you're watching this, you're like, yeah, I'm trying to save some money. If you end up getting the concentrate, you're going to have to almost double the amount, maybe put 2 scoops instead of 1 scoop as it's instructing you to get the maximum benefit of your amino acids and the absorption, okay? What do we need those amino acids for? Once again, muscle synthesis, recovery, and fat burning, basically, because as your muscle mass goes up, your basal metabolic rate goes up, therefore you're going to burn more fat and you're going to be more in thermogenesis. So that's one of the things. So it's also used for athletic performance, and it's also used for deficiencies like in older people, because older people should still be consuming a large amount of protein. Most of them don't. They only eat maybe a couple meals a day, and it's usually toast and maybe a sandwich or maybe some pasta. There's hardly any protein, so it's a good way to supplement for some of the older people. Now here's the caveat with whey protein. You don't want to take it if you are taking these three medications, okay? One, if you are taking antibiotics. I wrote a couple of them down here, like quinoline and tetracycline, because it will interfere with what it's supposed to do, okay, for the antibiotic. Fosamax, which is for osteoporosis, is another one, and that can actually decrease the absorption of the medication. The other one is Albenza, which is a parasite-killing drug. So those that are maybe going through a gut protocol want to stay away from that because it's going to inhibit the absorption. And when you are actually doing a gut protocol, you want to make sure that you're doing everything that you can to get rid of those parasites. So if you're adding the whey protein in there, you're actually interfering and with that whole process. One of the most important ones that why women do not do well on this, and I'm going to tell you why, because I have women like in their 40s and 50s, they want to lose weight. They're like, I have this belly fat, and they know that they're supposed to eat more protein. So then they start eating more protein, but they're like, I'm not hungry, so I'll just do a protein shake because it's fast. And they're drinking whey protein. However, what happens with whey protein, especially, whether it's the isolate or whether it's the concentrate, because there's an amino acid in there called tryptophan. If you have Hashimoto's, which is a low-functioning thyroid, it's autoimmune of the thyroid, or if you already know you have a low-functioning thyroid, and even if you don't have Hashimoto's, when you consume whey protein, because of the amount of tryptophan in there, it actually interferes with, it decreases the production of the thyroid hormone. And we need as much of thyroid hormone possible for, one, to burn fat, two, for energy, three, I always say it's the CEO of how all the other cells are going to run. So if you're lethargic, this is one of the worst things you can do. So if you're a female, you're in your 40s, your 50s, you're going through menopause, or if you're a young female and you have Hashimoto's, you have hypothyroid, you are just making your situation worse with whey protein. Cut it out. You definitely want to not take it. You see, that's why you have to become educated with what supplements you should take. I always get that question, well, what supplements, what protein powder? And it's really not that easy. Everybody has to be customized for what they need. So I'm going to show you a couple alternatives that I do, and I've already mentioned this in other videos, but this isn't something that you drink in the morning, however, as a protein shake. However, I do use this. It's by the company Now Sports. It's bone broth, but it does taste like chicken. So I mix it, I blend it in a cup of bone broth. I put a scoop of this, I blend it, then I heat it up, and I sip on it like soup. Okay, you're gonna get a lot of protein amount, almost about 40 grams. So that is one thing that you can do. Pure Paleo bone broth, I've mentioned this before, and this is from bone broth also, but this is chocolate flavored. So this will actually taste like a protein shake that's chocolate. They even have vanilla, they have unflavored. So I personally like chocolate. If you're not a chocolate person and you like raspberries and stuff, then you can buy the vanilla one, throw raspberries in there, strawberries, blueberries, banana, whatever you want to add in there. And it is sweetened with stevia. So if you already know that you have an issue with stevia, you want to avoid it and just buy the unflavored, and you can add your own sweetener in there. Like, I know some people will use monk fruit, for example. Some people will add honey in there. So those are a couple choices in there, okay? So kind of a summary of what we chatted about. Whey protein is used often for recovery, muscle growth, synthesis, people that are malnourished and the elderly. And there's different types of whey protein. The reason people take it because of the essential amino acids in there. It's got the complete set of 9 essential amino acids. It is the primary protein that you find in dairy. It is the byproduct of the cheese making process. However, if you are a female, as I mentioned, that's hypothyroid in their 40s and 50s, and you're taking this, and you notice that, gosh, I'm more tired, I'm losing weight, you may want to eliminate that and swap out for one of the protein powders that I just talked about right now. Okay, that's it. I know that was a lot. But this video will be up. You can go back and check out some of the articles we have to help you get on that right journey, what you should be eating, what you should be, how much water you should be drinking, and so forth. If you go on our website, we've got a whole anti-inflammatory eating a shopping list on there. We even have a 7-day menu plan for all those that are wanting to do keto, which is also a good template, but we do an anti-inflammatory keto template to start with and transition people into more of a customized, personalized type of eating template. Okay, that's it for now. I'll see you next week. Have an awesome weekend. Take care. Bye.